myself begging at minimum wage. Gotta keep all of this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry tell me it's the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a deal. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts.
It's week 10 of the NFL. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Bears and the Commanders, and it's coming up next.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to... Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter.
Here we go, Scott.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Sheds off the tackle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man-covers were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Bears at 7-1 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and 4. You talk about this Washington defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in, and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mooney, the motion man right. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down. Toward the pylon, caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Fields dancing to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with some...
This defense is going to need to come up with something extraordinary here as they're up against a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation.
So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the defense... So late 2nd quarter, this offense with the football trailing by 3. Can they get into range and tie it, or maybe get in the end zone and take the lead into intermission? Fields on 1st down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
On 1st down, Fields flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Room here to run. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Bottom line is that he is just something else as a runner because there are not many QBs in this league who can rip off a game that big. And he did it with the defense giving him a little extra attention after he hit him on a run earlier this series.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Fields. This is caught. Touchdown! DJ Moore, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? Fields on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Yep. A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. Now it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 29 yards. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to.
This defense is going to have to be stout here. 4th down, but the offense only needs 1 yard to pick up the first. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points. situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. These
two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half.
Soldier Field.
For the call, let's go back to Soldier
Field. It's the Commanders in possession of the football, but they trail as we start this fourth quarter. They'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A third down gain of 19. Back to throw now on first down. Getting this into the hands of Turner. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays. All 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special team.
Tight game here, but this offense does have the lead. Decent amount of time on the clock, and the defense has all 3 timeouts. So can the offense manage things and milk this clock away? It's time to find out. Back to Foreman on first. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Again, it's Foreman. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Back to throw. Fields rolling to his right. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the option right is Fields. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Handoff running left, Foreman. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. And they'll indeed take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Foreman powering ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Fields down to a knee here, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Bears, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.